great pleasure to welcome you all back from lunch. We're going to start the vocal portion of our 50th Clark Jazz Festival. And really exciting, I believe this is the very first elementary we've ever had performed here. So please give it up for Grass Valley Elementary School.
And Lily Taylor on those great improv solos. To now do our ballad, and it is without a song, and it will feature Gavin Ryan on an opening guitar solo. And I hope you notice that we're switching out some of our rhythm section people. We now have Mackenzie on the bass and Justine on the piano, Adam on the drums, Gavin on guitar. Let's give them a round of applause real quick. We had Julian McComey on piano and Janessa Wilson on bass. Let's give them a round, please. All right, this is our newest one for us. This is Bridge Over Troubled Water, taken off of an arrangement by an artist named Linda Eder, E-D-E-R, and it will feature Emily Fincham on the opening lead, and then Chloe Higgins on the improv in the center. This is Bridge Over Troubled Water.
When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all. I'm on your side. And friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me
Straighten up and fly right. It's a good lesson that most of us parents have tried to tell our children, straighten up and fly right. Singing the Buzzard and the Monkey, we have Katie and Hannah. This is Katie and Hannah, straighten up and fly right. Thank you so much.
One, two, three. A bus take a lunch for the air. The monkey
Well, I just want to challenge you with just a couple of things. I don't have a lot of time because I have to get down here in the living room. But one of the things that I always challenge groups that when they have a performance, what are the things that you worked on in your rehearsals, and then how well did you do those things in a performance situation? So, can one person tell me one thing that you've been really working on? Yes.
We've been working on like on bridge. We've messed up on some words because he's getting confused.
Okay.
And we've also tried to do our vowels. So you guys, instead of saying like so like for like vowel, like instead of saying ow, like we would say thou.
Mm-hmm.
So we've had to work on our vowels.
Good for you. All right. How about you?
Without a song, we've been working on keeping stretching.
Sit out.
Help her out. Help her out.
Eighth notes.
Eighth notes. Good.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and one more. Okay, it's not that I don't want to hear you, but just I got to listen to that. Yes.
On Bridge of Your Traveler, we were working on the high notes and the low notes.
Okay, what were you trying to do with those higher notes?
We were saying water.
Okay. So you're working on vowel sound again and that. Good for you. Well, you know what? I think you did. I think you did really, really well. I think you did work really, really well. And what I would say to you every time that you're rehearsing, that you set up some things that you want to accomplish, so that at the end of the rehearsal, did you get there? You know, sometimes you're going to get them, and sometimes you're not. That's just the way that it works. And then as you get ready for a performance, okay, this is what we're going to accomplish today. And if you accomplish that, you come away feeling like you're really, really successful, and you have been. So I just want to again thank you for being so sincere and so committed to making good music, and you really, really did that. Let me get my thing here, and I'll come back to you. Okay? Let me just make some overall comments, if I may. The word phrasing. You understand what I'm talking about? The word phrasing.
Yeah.
Okay. I really, really felt that, particularly in the first tune, that you had a sense of phrasing that moved from the beginning of a note to the ending of a note. Okay, I really want to compliment you on that. There was one piece that I felt, the second piece I felt was just a little bit up and down. It didn't have that same flow to it. Because here's a good thing. The first piece had this incredible flow to the line. You sang just beautifully. And it was absolutely so sophisticated. You're doing things beyond the age that you are. Okay, and that's really a compliment. I want you to understand that. But the second piece, just a little bit, was just a little bit too much. Each word was a little bit too much. And I know when I work with my students, one of the things we try to do is we try to make sure that we have all the notes locked in place. And so sometimes that's what we spend our time doing that. So I would encourage you to think about getting that sense of line moving. It wasn't bad, please understand. Nothing you did was bad. It wasn't that. But that's just one thing I would suggest you can do to improve your performance and even make it stronger. All right, let's look at some other things. Soloists, all of you that sang solo, I thought just did a really, really good job of selling the song. Okay, and what I want to make sure you understand by that is that sometimes we get caught up with selling ourselves in terms of that we're putting all the attention on us, and that's not what these solos are for. You're trying to show something musically. You're trying to show that you can demonstrate some musical understanding. And I want to compliment you, all the soloists. That's what you did. I didn't feel the attention was on you. The attention was on your singing of the solo and making a beautiful melody for us in that. So I want to compliment you. The creativity in the scat solos was really, really great. Continue to listen to other people who scat. I think one of the things that I try to tell my students, and I'm talking about college-age students and high school students here, so you're already getting this information. Look for space. Doesn't always have to be no, 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 no. And there were indications of that there was some space. In other words, you're talking, and then you sing again. That just calls and brings us more into the solo. But outstanding concepts, just really, really sophisticated concepts. All right, let's keep on going. Okay, so you feeling good about your performance still?
Yeah.
I hope so. And I certainly felt good about it. Hang on, I'll get your question. You need it in a minute here.
Yes. When we're all done here, we'll talk about that.
Okay. Rhythm sections. Wow. What a great, great variety on having that many people. I trust you when I say that you sang in a groove. You know what I'm talking about? 2, 3, 4. It grooved, folks. It grooved. And who's responsible for that? You all are. Every one of you. Now the rhythm section has to establish that, but you are all responsible for staying in that. And what is really, I think, a really, really strong compliment is that sometimes when a piece of music is louder and it kind of gets exciting, there's a tendency to want to go faster with it. You didn't. I felt that you locked in and that groove was steady. And so the excitement built because you didn't get faster and faster. So I want to compliment on all of you that were in the rhythm section that helped maintain that, and then you as singers that helped by keeping the groove constant, even in some of those louder places. Be real careful on some pieces that are really emotional, really make you have some really, really good feelings, and they're particularly get louder. Sometimes you have to be careful that you don't over-sing that. Okay, it takes away some of the beauty. Have you heard that before? About over-singing? Okay, again, what I'm talking about, I'm giving you little bitty kind of things here. It's not that this happened a lot, but I want to say if you want to make your performance stronger, I think just being aware of some of these little bitty things will make that much difference. But gosh, the tone quality, the vowel sounds, I felt were really, really pretty unified pretty much throughout the whole thing. You guys are going to walk out of here with your heads not be able to fit through that door.
I just, beat them up every rehearsal.
Right.
You don't see their bruises.
I know you're doing it.
It's all verbal bruising.
She doesn't have that kind of problem. She doesn't have
Mr. Wentz has known me for 20 plus years.
It's been a few years, yes. But we were both born at a very early age. Okay. One more real quick suggestion, because I know you're restless, okay, and I understand why. You come off the stage and you're all excited and whatever, and what you don't want to have to do is come into a room and hear somebody talk to you about how well you did. You kind of want to celebrate, and I understand that. But one of the things I was, again, this is a little bitty thing. The transitions in the last piece from swing to Latin, make sure that, bang, they happen right away.
Yeah.
It doesn't take a little while to get into that. And see, the point is, I would not say this to you if I didn't think you were capable of doing it. Because your group shows incredible discipline, musical discipline. Again, this is a really strong compliment here. Meaning that you are thinking and that you are committed to making good music. And because you are able to do that and you are disciplined, that's why your performance is as strong as it is. Because you're all doing what you need to do together at the same time. Okay, so congratulations on that. So that would be the other thing I'd say about the last tune, is that I love the concepts. I really, really did. I love the variety. And all the arrangements that your director has done for you, I think really, really fit well in terms of what you're capable of doing. And the spirit and enthusiasm, the energy that you guys give is just really fun. And that's what makes it enjoyable for us, is that we see that you're having a good time.
Remember we talked about that?
I don't know, does the word Super Bowl mean anything to any of you? Not Super Bowl, but Super Bowl, you know, it bounce really, really high, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, and I use this little bit of a thought with my students, that if you as a performer want to get an energy level back from the audience, you have to originate that. And so it's like taking a Super Bowl, and if you want that ball to come back, you have to throw it out there with a kind of energy, and then it'll come back to you. And when you as a performer want to get a good response from the audience, you have to initiate it. You have to start it by throwing it just like you would a Super Bowl. And I felt the audience was right with you, and that's because of the energy that you were able to give off to us and just showed how really, really exciting you felt about the music. Now, any questions?
No.
Sure?
Yeah, I'm just thrilled with how well they're doing at this stage of the game.
Absolutely.
And we're preparing to sing in Yakima for All-State in February. So these 4 tunes, it was important for me to get them. Bridge wasn't all the way there yet, but they needed to sing it in front of an audience so that they're more comfortable with it. And they did really well with that, you know. But it's young, so.
Yeah, and I think, quite frankly, I wouldn't, other than the fact that you said this was probably the one that you had, and you didn't say speak the Fusilier
Right.
on. I didn't feel that there was a letdown.
Right, I didn't either,
No,
but
no.
we know.
Yes, we know.
Yeah, and some of those little transitions, you know, from the swing to the Latin, we have a good solid dump on the bass drum and using that to get us back in there.
See,
And
these are little things.
Yeah.
But you know what? I can tell by my even saying that, you're going, but we're not happy by having those things not be correct. And
I
that's
want
a
you to
good
say
thing.
this, Lauren. Raise your hand if you're in grade 5, grade 4, grade 3.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So 30 third graders, 15 fourth, 15 fifth graders.
And how often do you get to see them as?
3 days a week before school for 45 minutes. Big commitment from kids and parents. And there's no audition. It's just, you want to sing, we want you here.
Well, there's a couple of things that are happening here. One thing is you have a good teacher. You're learning. The second thing is that you are excited and wanting to learn.
Yeah.
And that shows in what you're able to do. So give yourself a applause for that. And the third thing is that you must come from families that say this is important. And they're driving you to school probably every morning to do that. So here's what I'm going to ask you to do. Be thankful for that, but I want to ask you to carry one step further. Tell them that you appreciate the fact that they will get up early in the morning and drive you to something that you have so much fun doing. Just be sure you do that when they pick you up tonight when you go home or whatever. Just tell them that you're really, really glad that they're asking you to be involved in this and that you really appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to need to go back
Thank you.
downstairs because I got to hear some other groups. Thank you again, most importantly, certainly for the way you sang there, but here's the most important thing. The way that you listened here, I really, really, really appreciate how focused you are and just how intent you are upon getting better. That's what this is all about. So thank you so much for just being here today and sharing your wonderful music, and thank you, Director, for taking the time for bringing me here, okay?